Good morning, everybody. Scotland again. I'm just gonna sort of sit and wish and wait for everybody to come over from Julia, and I'm gonna sort out my laptop that I can see comments. Hopefully, never really quite know what's going on with me here. How do we? There we go. Let's hit that, and that will refresh the feed, and then hopefully I can see what's going on. Sonia, good morning. First one in, I feel. How are we all doing? Oh, here we go. I can see me here now. I need to turn the volume off, and I need to open up. I'm getting myself technical. I don't know what I'm doing. Where are we? Oh, there we go. Oh, and look, I've got comments this week. I've done something right. I've got comments. Hello, Sonia. Morning, Margaret, all the way down there in Cornwall. Right, I need to turn the volume off on here, or we will get blowback. There we go. That's that done. Right, okay. So we're getting like it, and you're all coming over from Julia in Wales. Hopefully her Facebook wasn't doing too bad. It was a bit hit and miss for me here, I have to say, watching her. But that's to be expected halfway up a mountain in Scotland, isn't it? I don't know if you can see out there. There's not a lot of view today. It's a bit miserable. Last time I was here, I was able to sit outside in the decking, and I did my live out in the sunshine, and it was gorgeous. But there we are. So, oh, I'm freezing on there, so I might be having issues with yourselves. I don't know, but we'll troll on through. Hopefully, yeah, I can see that I'm freezing on this one, but well, I'll carry on regardless, as they say. So we seem to have quite a few come over from Julia. Good morning. Happy bank holidays and all of that. Excuse me if I'm looking a bit of a fright today. We've come up to Scotland for a wedding yesterday, and it's been several days of full-onness, which has been great. Didn't last weekend, and anybody that watches my Insomni quilting, oh, thanks, Kim, it's working. That's good. If any of you watch my Insomni quilting, sort of sit there in the middle of the night wishing at you because I can't sleep, you'll know that last weekend I didn't think I was going to get here. My back went on me big style. Have walking stick, will travel, is what I say. I got myself here. It was delayed by a few days, but I got myself here in time for the wedding, which has been fabulous. Do you know? What I do want to know, though, is when did I graduate from into the olders looking around? What happened? When did that happen? I suddenly found myself as an older auntie sat looking on. So yeah, no, that was all a bit, yeah. Oh, no, slip back up. This one isn't moving, so I think my laptop's having moments. Very posh yurt. Well, do you know what? The wedding was in a yurt yesterday. And I thought, how are they going to manage this? Because it didn't look humongous to me. It was on a golf course. The actual ceremony was on the first tee, looking over the golf course. It was stunning, except for the fact that it was trying to rain on us all, and we were sat there with umbrellas, and do you know what? Nobody really cared. It was just so gorgeous. So we had the ceremony on the first tee, and then we went to the yurt. And yes, it was surprising. There was enough room. And then we went indoors and did all the things you needed to do, and the speeches and all of that sort of stuff. Got the tissues out, as you have to. And then went back out to the yurt for a ceilidh. Well, at that point, I decided I really was old. I'm just sat there with my chin on my walking stick, watching all of these younger people. Not all younger, but mostly younger. Charging all over the place in this yurt doing a ceilidh. It was great fun. So they had some traditional actual ceilidh type dancing stuff, and then it went on to more normal type. But do you know what? The energy in the room was just fabulous. And I'm so glad I got here. I really am. Anyway, so that's not really what you wanted to hear about, but it's what I'm talking about anyway, isn't it? So I've not been able to bring an awful lot of stuff up with me. I was just pleased to get me here. So I've got a list of to tell yous. and some stuff. Not a lot, but some stuff. So if I start at the top, so we've got a load of new fabrics coming. I think Julia was just telling you all about all of her. It arrives and you suddenly think, oh my God, how am I paying for this? And there's loads of it. So I've had similar happen. It will get onto the website as soon as I get back. I'll see, can I get on and do that? But I just did bring a couple of bits. Now, these aren't necessarily new. I've had these for a little while, but I don't think I've shown you. And they're absolutely, I love them. Those of you that know me know I don't particularly love children, but how cool is that? I had to have it. I don't care. I don't know that I would give it to children. I might keep it for myself, I feel. So yeah, so that's a Timeless Treasure one, I believe. Yeah, it's Timeless Treasures. Has it got a name? It's not going to be a brand new one, I don't suppose. No, being me, it's one that I've only just found and loved it. I have no idea what it's called. It might just be called Fun. I can't tell from the side. I'm looking at the salvage there. I don't retain names very well of the fabrics. I just know I know them or not, if you see what I mean. I'm not like Julia. Julia managed, she's got this encyclopedia going on in her brain. And I think Andy has as well. It's just, nah. And then the other lovely thing that I've had, which periodically you're looking for a bit of sky. And I was very pleased to find this big bit of sky. Again, this is a Timeless Treasures, I believe. There we go. This is Meadow Bloom by Chong Huan. I don't know how you pronounce that. I haven't got a clue. But Timeless Treasures. It's a very useful one. So, again, that will be on, if it's not already on the website, because I can't remember if I put it on, to be totally honest. My brain's been elsewhere the last couple of weeks, cursing a lot because of the pain in my back and my legs. But, so I haven't really been able to concentrate and do a lot. But yes, yeah, so I just brought those two bits because I thought they were real fun. But there's a whole whopping great box and others. It's now stacking around my cupboard where I have all my shelves behind me, and all it's now all stacking on the floor because there's just too much fabric. I need to sell a lot of fabric, ladies and gents. We'll bring a load of it up to Malvern with me. So yeah, so those were, there's a whole box of Macau and Andover sat there waiting for me, I know. And I know that there's another whopping great delivery coming in, or has probably come in while I've been away, from Lewis and Irene. So there's a whole load more to show you in 2 weeks' time, but obviously we've got Malvern going on. So I've not spoken to the other Amigos recently, as such, only odd messages. So I'm assuming we'll be doing a live, probably because of the times and the openings and the like. We'll probably do it as long as it's not raining. I don't really want to go outside in the rain, but if it's raining, we'll just have to take an umbrella with me. And we're going to go down the queue and talk to you all and see what goes on, I believe. As you come into Malvern this time, as you come in, you are going to see the three of us. You're not going to miss us. We're all going to be there together. So really looking forward to that. So Malvern, what's going on? Do you know, my husband gave me this book, and I will just say, I don't know, it will come up round the right way there, but it says Things I Was Told by the Voices in My Head. He's trying to tell me something, I'm sure, but his voice obviously isn't in there at the minute. Right, so Malvern. I was I've just, whilst listening to Julia, actually scribbled down all the different ones going to. So Malvern, as she said, is 14th to the 17th of May. Oh, yeah. See you there, Stella. That would be cool. I get to travel up on the Tuesday afternoon because I need to sort of offload. And I believe sister-in-law's coming with me. Jill's coming with me, which is just as well because my back's not really going to cope with a lot this time, I don't think. And then I'm judging. I get to judge on the Wednesday before the show on the Thursday. I'm Grosvenor's, what they call the judge coordinator. So yeah, I sort of manage the judges and call out any disputes and all that sort of stuff. So looking forward to it. It's such a huge honour. It's an honour to have the job that I have. You know, it's got to be fair. It's got to be right for everybody. Otherwise, it's just not playing the game, is it? So that's me on the Wednesday, and then we've obviously got 4 days trading, so that'll be brilliant. Julia also came out with something that I thought was really appropriate to be reminding you all of. I won't remember who any of you are.
I'll just know your faces. And I'm like, oh, hello, how are you? And I'm just like, you just tell me who you are. It's so much easier. Because people pop up from all over the place. And you know them. And you can even carry on the last conversation. But my brain will be thinking, who are you? I can't remember your name. So I apologise now up front. But please just, let us know. I'm totally frozen on my laptop here. It's quite funny looking at me with my mouth wide open there. Right, so what else? I was going to tell you. Oh, yeah, the other thing I do for Malvern as well. And please spread the words to the new peoples amongst us. I sponsor the beginners category. And the prize this year is like a humongous amount of fabric. Some really lovely, nice new scissors and all sorts of other stuff that you might want as a beginner. Next year, I'm thinking I'll just get a sewing machine. Might be easier. So, sponsoring the beginners category. So please do enter. I have a love for beginners. I really do. Those that know me over the years, I've been teaching beginners for, oh my God, it's getting on for, oh dear, far too many years. 20 lots. So beginners out there, spread the word, get them all to enter next year, because we'll have a real nice prize going on there. Again, having said that, there is a machine available for this one as well. But yeah, so that's what I do there. Other shows that I will be at. Where are we? The next one I believe is Spalding. I should be there, teaching there, I believe. I've pulled in a few extra shows this year that I've not done for a long while. Lamport Hall, that was great fun. I was in a stable last year. I really enjoyed that. So going back to Lamport Hall. Brighton, that's a new show down in Brighton. So going to try that one this year. Newcastle, so I'll be doing the Newcastle show before we do our 3Amigos retreat. And then there's the Coventry one after Malvern. So Malvern, Autumn Malvern, followed by Coventry retreat will be good. And I'm also, this year, I'm doing Exeter in September, which I've not done. I've not done for this particular lot before, ICHF. So that'll be quite good, because I've not done Exeter this year. Everything clashes and you can only do so much in this world. So I hope to be out and seeing a lot of you. If anybody wants workshops or pop-up shops while I'm in your area, do give me a shout. And then I can be doing, morning Abby, how's your back? Not brilliant, Jill, but I'm here with stick. Thank you for asking. That's my sister-in-law just asking there, Jill. Jill, be prepared. When we get to Malvern, it'll be very slow. And I apologise now. But I got myself here to the wedding, so that's good. Right, so what have I got to show you? I've brought a few little bits. Now, those of you watching me on Insomnia Quilting will know these runners. It's a sheet. It's not conducive to showing you a lot here, I'm afraid. So that's I'm busy doing. This is my Dresden runner. So there is a pattern, but if only for your templates and stuff. So that's available, so that you've got the right sizes to do and wear. So the original runner is done, and then I've decided I'm going to do several more, and I'm going to make it into a quilt. So this is all hand done. So at night when I can't sleep, this is what I've been doing for a long while now. So this is the second one finished, and the third one I've brought with me. I'm in the process of tacking the papers on and stuff. So in the Insomnia videos, I've shown you how I tack around the curves and the circles and how I attach things, that sort of stuff, because it's all by hand. So there is a pattern and a how-to, but I'm using my sampler ruler. So if you want ease of how to do your papers, because to me, making your own papers is part of it. So I use my sampler ruler. That's available on my website being Abbieanne.com, if there's anybody new. So I am in the process of doing the next bit. So I'm only going to show you this briefly. See, it's all there ready, and it's all tacking and doing. But I just thought it would be nice to show you what it's in. Look, this is one of Julia's. what she did give me, and I absolutely love. So if any of you are into doing it, it's got a lovely little beehive here and bees and things, which is really cool because it's Abby and her little Dresdens and things and this lovely wool. So that was a present to me from Julia. I'm sure you'll find the pattern over on her website. I love it. I love it. So I just thought I'd show you that because that's really cool. So, a fortnight ago, we were doing, I was doing packs of fat quarters and fat eighths. All right, and we had a selection of 10 blacks, so black on blacks and all sorts of nice stuff. And then we had 10 greys, so grey on grey, so mix of fabrics, really useful packs. And we had whites going into creams, so you had white on whites and again. So there were 30 fabrics in this whole, but split up into 10s. And then I'm there with me back thinking, oh, I could do my little packs of 10-inch by 3-inch charm pack, yeah? So I find these absolutely amazing for a lot of my designs where I'm using scraps. So these fill in with your own stash and scrap and extend what you've got. So I actually went and I found a couple more fabrics. So there's 32 different fabrics there, one of each. I love this one. Look, get it up the right way for you. It's a pussycat. Black cat Tom. My cat, he's gone, isn't he? But yes, so there's all sorts of lovely greys and going into whites and things, but there's 32 there. And the reason that I was sort of so on to do it, I've got a design in my brain, so it's a fishy design this time, and I needed to go with one of the other colours. So I've now got 4 different lots of these. So you've got, I've called this black to white, so you know, you're going right the way through your shades there. There's brights, so it's all sorts of what I did. I went round my cupboard and I just pulled out all the brightest fabrics I had and chopped them up. So they're the brights, and then we've got blues, and there's 32 different blues, and I hadn't only started getting on with the blues. I've got far too much. And then there was another one, wasn't? Oh, and then it's spring autumn colours, so sort of orangey yellows and that sort of stuff all going in. So there's now 4 packs of these available. Black to white, this particular one, 32 different fabrics, one of each, 10 inches by 3 inches, and they're £10 a pack, which works out quite good if you work out meterage. So yeah, so this is the latest one, and I did bring that with me for you to show. Now, any orders that have come in the last couple of days while I've been in Scotland, and any today, tomorrow, hopefully will be posted on Tuesday, it being bank holiday tomorrow anyway. It's not like we're missing me for today and posting and the like. We're travelling back down later today, tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get that all in the post for you on Tuesday if you want. Having said that, as I say, there's going to be a fishy design coming along. It's not going to happen till after Malvern. Julia was saying we get head down chopping up fabrics and packing things up and printing and packing. Packing takes forever. People have no idea. You know, even the patterns, you've got to fold them all. You've got to present them all nicely in their little polystyrenes or however. Polystyrenes? No, plastics. You know what I mean. The biodegradable thingies like this. But it all takes so much time. And I have to say, I land up with a whole stack of it, and I take it indoors in the evening and I sit there while Paul's watching telly and I'm folding and packing and swearing and folding and give me coffee and it goes on and on and on. All these things that we do. Cutting a fabric takes forever, you know. So by the time we get to Malvern, we're very relieved to be there, and then we're even more relieved when you all come and buy it all. So we don't have to take it home again. It's always good. So we'll have lots of, my display will be a couple of the new quilts that I've been doing recently, but to be fair, they're quilt tops, because none of them have been quilted yet, not had time. How long will it take you to get home? Well, If we have a good run through, probably 10 hours. We'll stop a couple of times, yeah. But we will stay overnight part way down because my back will not cope with a full run. Before now, I'll just run it in a day, but I can't do that at the minute. And Paul's been, you know, he's so good. He's been so good with me, wandering everywhere with my stick, squealing in pain and swearing periodically. Do you know, it was just so nice, the wedding. We've had such a lovely time. Someone else saying, Angela, hello, Angela. My thingy here is frozen, so I'm just on here. Hopefully you're all seeing me. If not, Andy's ready to take over, if he's not already. Right, so what else have I got in my little book to tell you about? Have I gone through everything? Orders posting is usually black to white. No, I think I've gone through... retreats. Yes, Andy sent us some info this morning. He was getting us all organised. Because I always, I mentioned the retreats and I've got absolutely no idea really of specifics because he's very good at keeping us all under control. So, Coventry, I believe there's just a few spaces if anybody wants to join us. Newcastle, a few spaces as well. These are later in the year. Ayr, which will be 2027. Now that's filling nicely. There's quite a few coming over from Ireland, which is just fabulous. And I am so pleased that the ladies that joined us this year are returning next year, plus a whole load of other ladies that I know from the Southern Ireland. It's going to be so much fun. So if you're in Scotland or Ireland, do come to our retreat in Ayr next year. It proved to be great fun. And it's straight after the Glasgow show. So it works quite nicely if you, because our retreats start sort of late on Sunday, right the way through to Thursday. So if you wanted to do the show on the Saturday or the Sunday, we can work out with the hotel and book you longer so that you can do the Glasgow quilt show and then straight into the retreat, come with us. So that's a real good one. Good fun. Well, they're all good fun. What am I on about? They're all good fun. Basingstoke. So because there were so many of you wanted Basingstoke, and everybody from previous years was booking straight back on again each time, so we decided we'd do 2 Basingstoke next year. So we've actually got 2 spaces come available on the first Basingstoke, which is the original one, because a couple of the ladies are having issues with dates and whatever else. So there's 2 spaces on the original one, and we've got a good few spaces on the second one, although that's filling quite quickly really. So if you want to come and join us a retreat in Basingstoke, that would be good. Newcastle, so we're doing that straight after the Newcastle show, quilt show. Not done this one yet, have absolutely no idea of the venue. Andy stayed there, so he's the one to watch on that. But that's going to be good fun, I'm sure. So yes, we got 5 retreats, and there seems to be just a couple of spaces on 1 or 2 of them, and the rest have a few. Andy, Glasgow, what's it, Saturday? I can't read. Andy, you've just disappeared in front of my very eyes. I can't see. And you're not on this one at all. So I'm not going to poke my finger in everybody's face to try and get it back down. I'm sure Andy knows what he's talking about because I never do. It's great. Right, so let me just tell you again, loads of fabric coming up to be put onto the website. You lot don't want to know what I just saw. Behind me here, my husband's just he's just come out of the bedroom he's got his pajamas on, and he's doing the sand dance across the hallway into the bathroom. He can't be helped. He can't be trusted. He can't be. A lot of you know him, and you trust him with your machines because he services them for you, doesn't he? Bless him. Oh, that's the point. Next year, Basingstoke. Paul's coming to both the Basingstoke, so he can service your sewing machines for you if you would want it to be done whilst you're there. So we do a little deal on that one for you, so that's always good. Right, I was going to go back through, wasn't I? Fabrics. Loads of new fabrics. I've only brought a couple with me because sat on a mountain in Scotland isn't conducive to a quilt show. I just think that's lovely. I particularly like the yellow one, but then yellow is my favourite colour. So there we go. So there's some lovely little fun ones there. I don't normally do hundreds of kids stuff, as people know, but I do like those. Loads of Andover and Macau are waiting to go on the website. When you go on my website, abbieanne.com, if you go into the fabric section, and I think latest is what you pick in the search bar, or at the top there, the filter. Could be latest or newest or something like that, and it will bring up all the newer stuff. And there's loads been going on in the last few weeks, so do go and have a little nose. I try and keep prices reasonable, as do we all, because it's just going up through the roof, isn't it? Yeah, and also my new website's coming along, so hopefully that won't be very much longer now. Where are we? We're 24, it's got 6 minutes. New website will be available hopefully quite shortly. When I get back next week, I will be giving them a shout and saying, how's it doing? Are we ready to go yet? Because mine, although it works quite well, it's a bit old-fashioned now, and it needed tidying up and all sorts. So yeah, so new website is on the way. I'm doing loads of talking here, I'm sorry folks. Oh, there we are. Right, most of you know this. When you make things, send me photos if it's my stuff, because I love to see it. And then I can pop it on the website for everybody else, inspire everybody else, get everyone going a little bit. So yeah, I do always love to see it. And I've got several come in the last couple of 3 weeks, so I need to get those downloaded and then up onto Facebook for you all to have a little look at, because I love to see other people's takes on one of my designs, because of the colourings and the fabrics and the adjustments that you make. I just love to see it. That's what it's all about. Make it your own. Make it your own. Right, there we go. I'm wittering away. Well, we've got 5 minutes. Ooh, what can I tell you? Wedding. I'll tell you a little bit more about the wedding because it was so much fun. And yes, we were in a yurt on a golf course, as you do, having a ceilidh in Scotland. But absolutely fabulous to see all these youngsters and all the young men in their kilts and their finery and looking fabulous. Really nice to see a couple of members of the family come in from Dubai, so I know they're safe. It's always good to see them. We don't get to see them as often as we should, and with all the horrors that are going on at the moment, it was quite a relief they got over quite early because of Mr. Trumpety Trump. But yes, I believe they have to go back, which is very unfortunate. But there we are. That's everything crossed for peacefulness over there. But yeah, so that was really good. So we saw that. What else went on? Games. I did not partake in the games. Outdoor games. And they made them all themselves. Made up all of these. So there was like golfing games with holes and things. Fiona saying hello. And chucking bean bags at things and all sorts of, to keep them all amused, and all these young men in their finery and all the, do you know what? I reckon they're all going to have colds, the young ladies. I don't remember being dressed so well. They didn't have a lot of clothes on, a lot of them, but there we are. Fabulous looking, the whole lot of them. And they were all dancing and they were all getting in there. And it really was fun, as it should be, and a day to remember. And I was busy taking videos and photos and things quietly. There'll be a few people who might not love me for it because I was just sat quietly because I couldn't do anything. Probably just as well. You don't want to see me playing in a ceilidh, wouldn't? Oh no, wouldn't be good. So I got to take lots of little sneaky photos and things of people doing. So I can't wait to see all their faces when they see them. But it was really, really good fun. So congratulations to Laura and Jamie. Yeah, it was lovely. So where are we? We're at 10:28. Andy, I'm assuming you're sort of ready because something just flashed up on my phone that had Crafty UK type stuff going on. So I'm assuming, because he does all this technical stuff, doesn't he? And he turns on his whatever, and he has me blabbing in the background while they're all waiting for me to finish, for him to take over. Oh, far too technical, Andy, far too technical. far too. Oh, look, Gloria's watching. So I will wish you all a happy bank holiday. I know in Cornwall we've had Abbieanne already, so Padstow have had their day. And we are 10:29, so it's time to go across to Andy over at Crafty UK. Wishing you all well and happy stitching. Be lovely. I'm gone.